Alright guys, here is your upper body emphasis exercises. This is phase 2, upper body emphasis. We're going to start with a dumbbell press, and you're going to go to the playground ball that you were using for phase 1 for a couple of exercises. When you come down onto the ball this time, you're going to keep your feet at a narrow base. We're going to work on some core stabilization. And we're going to do one arm. This is a one-arm dumbbell press, again, because we're working on some core stabilization. Your elbow is going to get parallel to your shoulder at a 90-degree angle with the weight. You're going to press up and pull down to start. Press up, pull down to start. You're going to feel yourself have to engage your core to stay on the ball and stay stable, and to do the one arm. You should be able to feel that core stabilization in there. So again, making sure that your narrow feet are there. The wider your feet, the more stable of a base you give yourself. So that's why we're going with narrow feet there. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is it's a reverse lunge. I want you to go ahead and hold a dumbbell. Just hold it out in front here. I really tend to avoid having you guys do the exercises where you're holding the dumbbells and lunging like this, because we end up being really messy with our form and kind of coming like this. So it is an option to hold 2 dumbbells, take a reverse lunge, knee up, hold, working into the balance, come back down. The other option, this adds some upper body to it because you're holding the weight up here, it's going to be here. Again, still working into the balance, 2 different ways to do it. When you're down in your lunge, you want your knee to be over your ankle here, and you want your knee in alignment on the back leg with your hip, and in alignment with your heel back there. You're going to come right up and hold that balance in that lunge. Alright, your next exercise is a Superman and hold. So your Superman exercise is down on all fours. You guys have done this before, probably it's here. The goal is to lengthen as far as you can at your fingertips and as far as you can at your toes. And you come back down. You're going to hold it for the amount of time that it says in your workout chart. If this is too easy, which for some of you it may be, the foot that's on the floor, on the stabilizing leg, can be lifted, and you'll feel your balance change. I can feel it. The other way that you can take this up a different notch is to come here. So you're in a bear crawl position to do the Superman. So those are some options on that exercise. The next one you're going to do is a dumbbell row. We're going to start this from our single leg deadlift. So you're going to get your stabilizing knees slightly bent, shoulders back, chest lifted. The weight's going to be facing the leg that's going to lift. So you're going to come here hinging at the hips. Focus on your balance, and you're going to row. That elbow is going to come straight up by your side, and you're going to row down, row back for the number of reps that's in your chart. Okay? And then you would switch legs and do the other side. Remember to hinge at the hips. Keep a slight bend in that arm that's stabilizing. You want to get that leg nice and straight, and you want to keep a nice flat back, no rounded backs. Alright, the next one we have is a single leg squat. You can do this from a bench if you have a bench to stabilize on. And you can do it on the side of the bathtub in the bathroom. You can do it on a chair. Let's get mom's permission before you're standing on our chairs. You're going to have the inside foot as far on the edge as you can get it. The outside foot is going to come down just like this. So you want to get a good squat back, focus on the balance, and focus on the quad and the glute on the leg that you're working. And come up tall each time. The next exercise is a single arm pec fly. So you're going to work our pecs, but again, we're doing a single arm to add some core stabilization. You're going to anchor a tube around anything you can. Slight bend in your knees, core tucked in tight. This arm is going to come out straight And you're going to bring the other arm out to meet it. Okay? Now, this hand should meet the hand that you're meeting in the middle of your palm. If you're meeting it further up here, then you're bending this elbow and you're not making it all the way to where you need to make it. A couple of things you can do with this. You can change up some of the core stabilization. Okay, you can start it here. Switch feet. And now you're adding some pec and more balance. And it even changes when you add the opposite leg. So you can play around with that, do a couple on each, work that into your routine from your chart. The last one is going to be a side plank with a leg lift. Guys, you're going to come down into a modified side plank, which means on your elbow and then onto your feet. And you're just going to get a little leg lift. And with the legs straight, toe points into you, your heels pushed out, and you're going to lift. If you need a little help in your plank, put that knee down, bend the leg, and get your lift there. It's a little lift. We're not lifting all the way high to the sky. It's just a little lift.